I'm live. Hello, welcome to day 8 of the Countdown series. My name is Isermi, and I'm an author. I'm the author of the book Shining in Your Spotlight. And this is the last day for my Countdown series because I'm going to be having like an author event tomorrow with Eastville Library in California. And I'm excited to, have that session with them. So today I just wanted to drop some tips from my book. And today's session is basically for you who is watching today. So before I start, I'd like to even, first of all, acknowledge the Eastville Library and to say thank you for promoting my book all this while. And I'm really looking forward till tomorrow to have that amazing session where I get to share myself, my story, my journey, and me as an author. And of course, the lessons in the book, right? So today, as I said, is for you. So whether you're a student, whether you're a parent, an educator, an entrepreneur, like whatever it is that you are, right? If you're as long as you're somebody who is in the season of discovering yourself, then this message is for you. Because today I just want to talk about everything confidence. Confidence. I'm really going to make it very short, but in fact, the major theme, like I said, is confidence. And one thing I've come to learn is that confidence is not something that we are born with. Some kids would express maybe confidence where when they are young, while others are basically not confident, right? But basically, it's not something that we're all born with, but it's something that you can build as a person, brick by brick, as long as you've made your decision to grow yourself in that particular area of being confident, of expressing your full self, right? Because if you're not confident, you cannot fully express yourself in different situations wherever you find yourself. So in the book I talk about the idea of igniting the flame within you, right, before you can shine out to the world. And that's what confidence basically is. You understanding yourself, you understanding deeply the things that are your values and your talents and everything within you, and then being able to confidently and boldly, I would use the word boldly this time, expresses out to the world. So this applies to kids, it's for adults, anybody, right? But here's the blueprint of what, for me, I would say confidence is, right? It's about doing small things that are difficult, like doing hard things every day, right? You're not settling for just the things that you know to do and just stay there, right? It's about doing hard things, but of course, you take it little by little so that you can see progress. Like, for example, I can give a typical example of me in terms of how I became confident, especially in the online space, because it's different when you try to see that maybe when you don't want to come out of your shell because you may feel that people will judge you, right? On the online space, you could be posting your pictures, that's okay. But what about this kind of conversation, right? Having this kind of conversation in an online space where, people may judge you and you don't feel confident enough. Or you could be in the workplace and you're that person who is kind of quiet because you're not confident enough to speak and to air your views. Or even as children, right? You could be that person in the class who is not sure of her answer and cannot fully raise up her hand to declare, whatever she wanted to express of herself, right? So it starts with trying to do those hard things, those things that you feel that, oh, they are the things that are holding me back, doing them every single day in little ways. It could be through practice, it could be through just daring to do it, but start from somewhere, start small, because it's in those little things that you do that will create bigger wins. So you think about it in the sense that, okay, what are those things that I'm less confident about, and how can I start to overcome those aspects of my life with fully expressing a confident me, right? Then keep a promise to yourself. Make sure that you tell yourself that you are going to do it, and not just telling yourself, because sometimes we tell ourselves we're going to do something and we do not really do it. Guess what? When you don't do it, your brain does not trust you anymore. Your mind, you yourself, you don't trust yourself anymore. Yeah. When you don't do those things, like for example, you could say you want to work out. For example, you want to have a very pretty body, to express a more confident, feature of yourself, and you're not really hitting the gym, you're not really hitting those milestones, you're not going to trust yourself in those aspects the way you ought to. So in order for you to be confident, you have to keep a promise that you say to yourself every single time. Okay. Then I would say don't compare your journey with somebody else's journey. Somebody may be in level 20. Let me use an elevator as an example. Somebody's on the level 20 and you're still here on level 2, right? And then you're wondering, maybe that makes you kind of feel down and out. But guess what? Everybody's journey in this life is different. And I can tell you for a fact, even if you think you've made mistakes, you have done this, done that, you've gone around the circles, guess what? You are exactly where you need to be at this point in time of your life. It's not a mistake. Yes, those things may have detoured you from going your route, the journey in life, but it's not a mistake that you're here now. The most important thing for you to acknowledge that you're here now, and then what can you do to improve yourself, like to make move yourself forward, right? So don't compare somebody else's twin. You don't know how God has dealt with that person. You don't know the journey of that person, how far that person has come in his own walk, right? In his own walk, in his own walk with God, in his own self-development, personal development. So do not, and I say again, do not compare your journey with somebody else's journey, because your own journey is your unique spotlight. Okay. So own it and start to shine in it by starting. Because once you don't start, once you keep procrastinating, once you keep delaying those things that you know you ought to be doing, guess what? You're never gonna really move forward, right? Because you're looking at somebody else's journey and you're gonna like you're not gonna be confident in you, in who you are. So brace up, focus on your lane, and do those things that will keep you, you know, that will grow you, I would say, in that confidence. So the next one I'm going to say is speak to yourself the way you speak to somebody you love, right? Pour that same love on yourself. Don't treat yourself too harshly, right? Don't speak, just speak life, just speak possibilities, just speak purpose, just pour in yourself, right? The way that we pour love into kids so easily, right, should be the same way that you pour it into yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. That way you're loving yourself. That's also a way to express that. It's easy to express confidence when you love yourself, when you're not judging yourself like, oh, this is not like this what part of me is not good, or things like that. Then the next part is surround yourself with people that expand you, that grow you, not people that look down on you, that diminish you. They may not even necessarily look down on you, but those people that will stretch you, right? Those people that will challenge you, those people that will remind you of who you are and who you are becoming, right? That's also a good way to harness and to improve your confidence level. So for me, these are the blueprints, right, of a confident person's journey, right? When you apply these things, you will definitely see your confidence level growing. And that's the reason why I really love the fact that Eastville Library partnered with me, right? This partnership for me means a whole lot. And I'm expressing a thanks once again, right? A thank you to them, because libraries, I know, are a place for people to expand their mind, especially when you dive deep into, the books and the talents, the lessons that have been poured into those books, right? Now they create possibilities. They've given people access to knowledge and to greater, wisdom that could potentially make them stronger. So if you're watching here today, this is a reminder to you that confidence is actually built. Okay? It is built, and every step you take is proof that you are becoming who you were designed to be. So what I'll say in essence is keep growing, never stop growing, right? Because anything that stops growing starts to diminish. So keep growing, keep building your confidence, keep learning, because that's one way to stay confident. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow at the live virtual session. And I hope this has been interesting and a blessing to you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.